Hey, blockchain visionaries, this is the Blockchain Informer for August 9th, 2021, with 3 key items you need to know about blockchain, Bitcoin, and cryptocurrency. I'm George Levy, and every single item I'll talk to you about today, the links are included in the description below. Let's get to the news. First thing I want to talk about is the fact that Bitcoin has broken above $45,000. Why is this a big deal? Notice I'm wearing the shirt, "Did you buy the dip?" The reason is because Bitcoin was very recently at under $30,000. So the people that actually dipped in and bought at around under $30,000 right now have had about a 50% rise in the price. Talk about an incredible price swing. Will it continue? We don't know, but I wanted to make you aware because this is a very big move in a potential bull run that may be coming. From there, the next thing I want to talk to you about is that in addition to Bitcoin, Ethereum has broken above $3,000. Let's try to analyze why that is happening. One of the main reasons why that's happening is because Ethereum has just activated what is known as the London upgrade, which is actually a planned upgrade that had to take place in Ethereum. There was a hard fork, but basically this upgrade changes the way that transaction fees are calculated and has a big modification that changes the way that Ethereum exists. And the reason why I want to talk to you about it is that why it's so important is that it includes a way that actually burns some Ethereum. What does that really mean? Whenever you burn a cryptocurrency, what you're doing is you're taking it out of circulation by sending it to an address that nobody can reach. So while this new upgrade that just happened with London, what it really does is that it changes the way that transaction fees, a portion of the ether is actually burned. What that does is it reduces the amount of Ethereum available, and therefore potentially each ether would go up in price. This is very similar to what Bitcoin does with the every 4 years we have the halving, where we have half as many new Bitcoins being created. Well, what Ethereum is doing is they are actually shifting to burning some ether in order to take some ether out of circulation, potentially increasing the value of each ether. To be specific, the London upgrade is burning around $395,000 worth of ether every single hour. That is taking that ether off the market. What that means is that the people that do have ether, each ether becomes more. Why is this happening? It's very important to you to know that. The reason is that Ethereum is actually shifting to become the new version of Ethereum, Ethereum 2.0. Now, Ethereum 2 actually will be proof of stake as opposed to proof of work. If you're not familiar with proof of work is exactly why Bitcoin miners have these really powerful computers. What they do is they hash, and they go through very advanced cryptographic puzzles to try to figure out a cryptographic hash that would be specific for the value to create a new block. It's a very time-consuming, very power-intensive process, and it's been a lot of pushback on that. Ethereum, what's trying to do is shift over to proof of stake. Proof of stake, what you have is somebody can become a validator. That is, what a miner would traditionally have done, they can be a validator, and they do that by having a large amount of ether, and you have a certain amount that you put at stake. It's almost like you're putting a bond that you own, which says that you will be a valid validator, because if you try anything tricky, your stake is at risk. So it's a very different way of actually reaching consensus where the entire network agrees on what's included into a new block in Ethereum. But this is part of the shift. The London upgrade is actually a step towards this proof of stake model that will be available in Ethereum 2. Now, the third item I want to talk to you about is that there's a bipartisan deal that just happened, and the $1 trillion infrastructure deal actually includes a cryptocurrency amendment inside, because there was a push for really strong regulations that would actually affect taxation, and it would really primarily, one of the key things that this amendment talks about is pushing back and defending miners, defending wallet holders. So it's a big battle where you see right now that this massive infrastructure deal, it's $1 trillion, cryptocurrency is making its way in there. And the cryptocurrency community has been pushing back. Why? Because the cryptocurrency community wants to maintain as much decentralization as possible, but the government is trying to get in and regulate. So this is big push. What I will say is there are some positive aspects of this bipartisan deal that came through. There's still some pushback, but there has been some positive moves in that one. If you want to know all about this amendment, I'm including the link in the description, along with every other link I've talked to you about. This is the Blockchain Informer, and what I strive to do with every single one of these is bring you 3 key items that really value you should know about the blockchain, Bitcoin, and cryptocurrency world. So if you find the Blockchain Informer valuable, I encourage you to hit the subscribe button. And if you have any questions or any comments about the format, any of the topic that I spoke to you about, please leave them below in the comments section. I'm George Levy, and I look forward to seeing you in the next Blockchain Informer. We're changing the world, one blockchain at a time.